So when it comes to ancestral veneration, when you look online, for example, on Udemy or even classes in regards to that, it's not there. It's watered down. And if it is, it's not coming from the melanated perspective. Because everybody, who has different skin tones in regards to pigmentation, like me, I'm lighter tone, some people dark tone, or, whatever. We always have this question over here in North America, who are we and where we come from? We have a question in regards to knowing our ancestral lineage, our family tree and things like that. That's good and everything. What they call it, a genealogy report. Okay, that's good. But I'll guarantee you, probably more than half of that stuff is not correct. Because they lied to us. So let's get to the point. When it comes to ancestral veneration, what I bring to it is showing you how to have a connection with yourself before you even connect with your ancestors. Because that's what your ancestors like for you to see, that you are the ancestor. So once you start to connect with yourself, then you'll start to have a awareness of the subtle energies and how the ancestors work or how your energy work. So that's what I bring differently, to show you the connection with yourself. So once you get that connection, you get familiar with it, you know how it works, then I move you on to the ancestral veneration, honoring your ancestors and yourself. And from there, then people can work to the orishas and things like that. I typically don't do that because they ain't my Stelio. But the thing is, when we do this ancestral work, we're really just forming a connection with ourselves. Because there's times where I personally feel like an ancestor will hop in me, but it's just an aspect of me. And the spiritual message I'm going to share with you that came to me is, we have ancestors that lived before us, right? And they did the work for us to be here. Now, there's certain chosen ancestors that do that spiritual divine work, even if it wasn't on the level that we're doing. Theirs may be higher or lower, who knows? But they paved the path for you. So it's kind of like, for example, Granddaddy paved the path, right? Boom. He was the ancestor that paved the path for me. And then once he left, it was a time on the so-called timeline where I will come and all that energy plus some will come down. So my path will be easier. So when there's particular ancestors that I work with, they will channel through my blood and use the gift.